Hey folks, so today we'll talk about the personal artificial intelligence and sovereignty and all of the things that connected to it. The personal artificial intelligence is the new emerging domain. And we have a lot of ideas how it should work, how it should look like. We're all quite keen to see the agent that cooperate and do something on behalf of the user and all of the things. But the core value of the personal artificial intelligence, as same as a SSI actually, is the ownership. That you need to be able to own not only the data but the computation power that make you autonomous. And autonomous systems, together with the privacy, it's the first core pillar of the personal artificial intelligence. So you should have the safe space to talk about some sensitive topics. You should have the guarantee that this data will not be used in a different purpose with some big companies and all those things. So the privacy, the data ownership, it's a one thing that's critical for this type of systems. And another thing that we all rely on the LLMs, and the LLMs have the quite big problem for the personal artificial intelligence. It's related to the AI ethics and training and all those things. And if you will talk about the AI ethics of the personal artificial intelligence, actually, we will see that they already share the same concern that they should be private and they should be secured. But the next pillar of the AI ethics and personal artificial intelligence is the bias. It's the bias in fairness, and it's the problem for the general purpose LLMs and personal artificial intelligence, that you get the LLM that already trained on the data set, but this data set could be biased. It's a snapshot of the internet, and internet full of the things that maybe you not agree, or maybe it's not aligned with your personal ethics or your personal view and all those things. So and it's the biggest problem of the AI ethics and the personal artificial intelligence, that to make it really working for you, you need to control the data set for the training. And right now, to get the LLM that working on the wide range of the things and tasks and quite supportive, you need to spend $1 million for the training. And you need to train the model on curated data set, and you need to be able to do it yourself. But the problem is that it's not feasible actually. And we do the workaround of the RAG systems that based on the small data models, that based on something that you could feed on top of the LLM, your own information, your own curated data set, to make it a bit more controllable. But still, RAG could change the LLM a bit, but it could not change it significantly. So then it's opened the big room of the next pillar of the AI ethics and the personal artificial intelligence is the explainability. So we get some results from the AI agent and LLM, but how to reason how we get to this result, what kind of information was used, and where it came from, and what's the basis of it. And right now majority of the LLMs is the black boxes, and we could not really reason on the results. And if you use the LLM for the judgment or some complex decisions about the other people and all the things, you should be able to understand how you get to this conclusion, right? And so the bias on the data, the transparency of the training process and the reasoning process and the inference process is a big topic. And the same as privacy and security. So there's the three pillars of the AI ethic that really shape the personal artificial intelligence and create the challenges in this landscape. And you need to be aware that LLMs are really based already on some kind of guardrails and ethical frameworks that came with the model together, because your model is already aligned, right? And it's made as a product for the big companies like Facebook, Google, or OpenAI. Doesn't matter. OpenAI is the closed model, so it's definitely not the case to build the personal artificial intelligence on top of it. So, for example, Llama is way more better because it's open, yeah, and you could control it. And the idea that you get in your mind that maybe uncensored models, it's a good candidate because it's lack of the alignment and it's give you more freedom. But from my personal experience, it's way more better to have aligned model that already have some bias and excluded, and at least it's not provide you some harmful advices and all of those things. But the more the personal artificial intelligence will be developed as a product, the more we will see the ethical space of it. And this ethical space, first of all, require the privacy and ownership. And the second one is the explainability and elimination of the training biases. So we're not able to train right now our own models. It's quite expensive for sure, but we able to shape maybe these models with the curated data sets, and this curated data set will be one of the biggest asset of the personal artificial intelligence that will be created together with the user and the system that will develop it piece by piece actually. So that's it that I was keen to share with you today about the personal artificial intelligence and some AI ethics problems. If you have some comments about this, ping me, share this video, write me the message. I will be happy to answer all your questions. Cheers.